Alrighty, artists, for this art project, you're going to need 3 different sizes of circular tracers. You're going to need a small. This cap came from an adhesive spray. A medium. This cap came from a container. And finally, I have a small paper plate. It's like a party plate. So I've got 3 different sizes to trace. Also, colored paper. So for this project, specifically, I'm going to use blue, green, white, orange, well, 2 oranges would be best, and a black sheet of paper. Also, you're going to need a pencil, scissors, glue. A glue stick works best for this project. I'm going to use a light blue and a white colored pencil, or you can use crayons in a pinch. Okie dokie, let's start with the orange paper. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that it is landscape or hot dog, longest sides on the top and the bottom. If you have it like this, portrait, that is incorrect. Make sure that it is landscape in front of you, very important. And I'm going to grab my largest tracer. We're going to make the crab body. And I'm going to slide my tracer to the bottom left corner of my paper. Get out your pencil and trace very carefully. I'm going to use my free hand to hold my largest tracer in place, and I'm going to trace all the way around. There we go. Looks pretty good. I got a nice circle going on. And you guessed it, I'm going to cut this circle out. So I'm going to get out my scissors, and I'm going to very carefully cut along the line because I want to get this to as close as a perfect circle as I possibly can. I'm not perfect, no one is, but I'm going to try my best anyway. So I now have this scrap paper. I'm going to save this scrap for later, but now it's time to get out that blue sheet of paper. And again, make sure it's landscape in front of you. We're going to glue the orange circle right onto the blue paper. So I'm going to use my glue stick, and sometimes I like to do my circle X pattern. So I go around the outside of my circle, and then I draw an X on the inside and just fill it in. And that covers my circle pretty well. I want to place my circle as close to the exact center and rub it down until it is there. From my orange scrap, I still have 2 rectangles that I can use, so I'm going to fold from the right to the left because I still have this paper that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to fold, and then I'm going to cut along that crease to get this large rectangle piece. I want to use all the paper I can. I don't want to be wasteful. So let me get this smaller rectangle piece right here. Perfectly good paper, so I'm going to cut as straight a line as I can and get that other piece. All right, so with this extra scrap, I can't really use any more of this, so I'm just going to recycle it. Now I'm going to focus on the smaller of the 2 rectangular pieces I've saved. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut 2 even smaller rectangles off the ends, and these are going to serve as my crab's arms. Great job. Now what we're going to do is set those arms to the side. I want you to get your larger rectangle of orange paper, turn it so that it is also landscape, longest sides on the top and the bottom, and fold it in half. Folding your rectangle in half means that you will be turning it into a square. All right, now it's time to get out either your medium or your small. I think it's best to go with the medium. So get out your medium circle tracer, and I want you to place it right on top of your folded rectangular orange paper, which now looks like a square, and trace carefully around your tracer, making that nice circle. Now it's time to work smarter, not harder. Go ahead and take your scissors and very carefully cut out this circle. And what it'll do is it will give you 2 circles. 2 circles for the same cut, and they're exactly the same. Now get out your blue paper with the big orange circle on it, and I would like you to glue on these 2 orange circles you just cut out at the top, because what this is going to be is the outline for your eyes. So make sure you apply plenty of glue, and they need to overlap. That means one circle on top of the other, and make sure you kind of make sure that all of the sides are flat down. Get your small rectangles for your crab arms and place them diagonally toward the upper corners of the paper, kind of like the letter Y. We want our crab to be raising its claws up because it's super happy to have such a nice, beautiful day out to hang out and have fun. Make sure that both are glued well and stick down flat onto the paper. Now, get out a white sheet of paper. I want you to grab your smallest circle tracer and now fold your white sheet of paper in half. Give it a nice crease, a nice vertical crease, folding your paper in half. And again, we're going to be working smarter, not harder. So pick up your circle tracer, and I want you to put it in the lower left corner of your paper, and I want you to trace a circle with your pencil. Make sure to hold it in place nice and steady. Now get out your scissors, and yep, you guessed it. Do the best possible job that you can do cutting out this white circle. And I'm sure that all of my awesome artists already know that cutting things out this way while your paper is folded is going to give you 2 circles. Working smarter, not harder. Take those 2 white circles and I want you to glue them on top, overlapping of those orange circles that we cut out before. By gluing them on, you want to have some of that orange circle showing up around the outside of the white circle. That's why we have different sized circle tracers. Put both eyes on, make sure they overlap, and that's pretty much all the time that we're going to have to work on this project for this rotation. Great job! Go ahead and put yours somewhere safe, take a picture, upload it to Schoology, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.